possibly some tornadoes. There you go. It has so many rocks. Okay, it is super windy. What are you thinking, baby? Hey, Rusty. Welcome back to Todd Family Farm. Today is Tuesday, so as you just saw, we got the auger taken down from the bin that we were unloading out of the bin to hold beans with. We're actually supposed to have some pretty severe weather coming in like later on this afternoon. It's supposed to be really windy, like a bunch of strong winds. So probably we'll get some hail and possibly some tornadoes. So we're getting ready for that. So we got the auger taken down. We're getting ready to go over to the barn. We're just gonna see how the little lamb that we got yesterday did overnight. So that's pretty much it. Hi. Hi, baby. You're okay. There you are. You wanna come out? Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, come here, baby. Come here. There you go. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, we are back from the barn. The lamb is doing good. It drank some more this morning and it's alive and well. It's so tiny, but it's doing good. Right now we are getting the 91 out and the sunflower, and Papa is going to go down and disc that end of the field that we have been cleaning limbs up, because that didn't get disced last fall during fall tillage because it had a bunch of branches and everything. But we got those cleaned up so you can go down and disc over that real quick. So that's what we're going to be working towards now. Okay, we are now, it's really pretty windy already, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me, but we are now going to be picking up rocks out of these little fields here, but I think mainly this one. It has so many rocks. I'm going to pick some more rock out of it. Okay, we're finished. I know it's really windy, I hope you can hear me, but it wasn't that bad. There weren't too many rocks. There's a ton of little bitty rocks that just aren't hardly worth picking up, but there's not too many actual big rocks, so it didn't take us too long. And as you can hear, the wind has really picked up, so I don't know what we're going to be doing now. As you can hear, it's gotten very windy. Papa and Lemuel are in the 91, took the sunflower down to do that. A little bit on the edge of the field where we had burned. We're just doing some miscellaneous. One of the things we're doing is seeding some before this rain comes in. So this place is a little thin.
Take your flag.
So we're just going around to little places and seeding where it needs it. Okay, it is super windy. I don't know if you can even hear me, but we have one more thing that has to get done before it gets real windy. And I don't know if we're going to do anything else after this. But these chicken coops and the tool shed, when we pulled them away so that they could build the animal barn, we pulled the anchors out of the ground so they're not strapped down, and that doesn't even have a floor. So if the strong wind comes tonight, it would just blow these away. So we're taking equipment, setting it down around them, and then we're going to strap them down and use the equipment as an anchor. So that's what we're working on now. I don't even know if you could hear me right there. It's really windy. Okay, we're getting everything ready for wind. We almost got the chicken coop strapped down. Right now we're looking for Tom to get him put up in the machine shed because he's been out this morning. Emma found him. He was hiding in the hoop building. There you go, buddy. Everybody else is already in here. Also, we made a recent discovery on Duchess. It turns out that it's not a Duchess, it's a Duke. In other words, she is a he and it's a boy. So, yeah. Okay, I am inside and out of the wind for a couple seconds at least. It's almost 12 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get the midday checking done at the barn and feed the lambs. And then we can just be inside until this evening. So the wind is brutal out there though. But the worst of it is supposed to be starting at like 10 o'clock tonight, so. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, baby? Come, get up now. Come on now. Come on. We're gonna have to drag you out of there. What are you thinking? You're not the brightest sheep in the shed, are you? Well, we aren't keeping you because you're smart. I'll say that. Okay, I just want to jump into the video real quick and explain a little bit here. So recently we had our Anhydrous put on for the year, and we didn't put it on ourselves. We had it custom applied, but I did get some footage of it getting put on, so I will show you that. But before I show you that, I just want to explain a little bit kind of what Anhydrous is, why we use it, and how it is applied. So Anhydrous is a fertilizer. It is a source of nitrogen for plants, and we only put it on ground that corn is going to be growing on because some plants take nitrogen out of the soil, some plants put nitrogen back in. So corn needs nitrogen and takes nitrogen out of the soil, but beans are just the opposite. They are a type of plant called a legume, and legumes put nitrogen back into the soil. And that's one of the benefits of rotating crops each year. When you have corn planted on ground that beans were on last year, you don't have to add as much nitrogen to the soil as you would if you had corn there the previous year. There are other options for fertilizers that add nitrogen to the soil, but Anhydrous has the highest nitrogen content of any commercial fertilizer at 82% nitrogen. Anhydrous is stored and transported in liquid form in pressurized tanks, and as soon as it comes out of those tanks, it boils off and becomes a gas, so we inject it into the ground to keep from losing it. We use an implement called an Anhydrous bar that is made for injecting or knifing the Anhydrous into the ground, and we pull the Anhydrous bar behind a tractor and then an Anhydrous tank behind the bar. We usually inject the Anhydrous about 6 to 8 inches into the ground. Once the Anhydrous is in the ground, it converts over a period of time into nitrogen that the plants can use. And Anhydrous can be applied in the springtime like we're doing, but it can also be applied in the fall time as long as the ground temperature is 50 degrees or lower. If it is higher than 50 degrees, the process of it turning into nitrogen will start, and then you will lose all the Anhydrous over winter. Anhydrous is actually the cheapest source of nitrogen, but is also the most dangerous. Any contact with your skin will freeze your skin to the point where you can suffer very serious burns from it, and if you breathe it in at all, it will burn your lungs. So we have to be very, very cautious whenever we're working around it. Fun fact about Anhydrous: if you catch some Anhydrous in a bucket and then you put a dollar bill into the Anhydrous, it will noticeably shrink the dollar bill. It will only shrink it by about 10%, and the dollar bill can no longer be used, and it's actually illegal, so Dad didn't really want me telling you that he's done this before. Okay, well, there you go. I hope that helps you to understand things a little bit better and helps to explain kind of what Anhydrous is and why we use it. Hopefully I wasn't too confusing in my explaining. I'm going to go inside now because it is very cold out here and I'm very, very cold. This footage of the Anhydrous being put on was taken on April 13th, so yes, I'm a little late in getting it in a video. Sorry about that, but I'm hoping to put out several videos this week to get caught up, so stay tuned for those. And if you notice, yes, it was snowing that day, and he actually had to quit because it started snowing so much, but that is Iowa weather for you. So I'm gonna go inside and you guys can enjoy the footage of the Anhydrous being put on. Okay, he is quitting for very obvious reasons. Very rusty. Well, this is what we are met with this morning. Hey! Good morning, everyone. We're over here doing chores. Everybody's doing really well. Little bottle lambs, she's doing really well. You saw Rusty was out this morning, so I guess he had some excitement last night and got out. We got him put back in. He went in really easily. And I don't think I gave you guys an update after what we were supposed to have the windstorm. It never really hit us. We got some rain and it was pretty windy, but nothing too severe, which was really, really nice and we're very thankful for. But it's supposed to be like 50 to 55 mile per hour wind gusts today, and it's been pretty windy for the past couple days. So we're just kind of hunkering in. There's just not much to do when it's this windy and this cold. So that's the update for today, and we really just don't have too much going on. If you remember a couple videos ago, we took our steer T-bone down to be processed for meat, and today Papa and Granny just went down and picked up the meat. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so here it is. This is what we got from T-bone, one steer.
We're going to try the Quonset right there was sitting on top of this. And the concern is if it bent that shaft. Papa, you can try it out now. Try it out. Perfect. No issues whatsoever. So that tornado lifted that up, turned around, set it on top of that. And other than a little bit of a boogered up shield, no issues. So that's, I guess, God just having a little fun with his own stuff.
Hello guys, I know this video has been a bit more sporadic and all over the place, so I want to apologize for that. Today it is Friday. It's actually the evening from in the last clips that you saw, I think. Yeah. So we did turn the cows and horses out on pasture today. They just went through their last bale of hay that we have, and we could have given them a bale of corn stalks. That could have lasted them another week munching on those, but they wanted the grass. They were tired of hay, and they wouldn't have done much with the corn stalks anyway. So we just went ahead and turned them out on the grass. It's tall enough that they can start munching on that. And they were, as you saw, the horses were running about. Everybody was happy out there. So we did that this morning. I don't think there's too much else that we did. Oh yeah. They did get finished putting on Anhydrous. That only took them, it didn't take them very long. They had a breakdown when they started, and they had to get that fixed, and then they also got snowed out. You know, you wouldn't think that you would get snowed out on like April 13th or whatever it was, but here in Iowa, you can. So then they came in the next day and they got it done pretty quickly. So we did get Anhydrous put on for the year. I think I'm going to go ahead and be wrapping up this video. Like I said, it's a little bit more sporadic and all over the place and kind of chaotic. So sorry about that. I hope you guys still enjoyed it and maybe learned a little something. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much to us, and we'll see you next time.